I work as a trauma counselor at the district level in Ruhango with survivors who are experiencing trauma as a result of the war or the genocide in 1994. There are a lot of reasons why I do this work. First, because I am a survivor. Second, because it pays me a salary. And another reason is that I love helping other victims. I feel like I have a duty to be involved in helping others who survived the genocide. I feel like I can help these survivors because I myself am a survivor of the genocide in 1994. During the genocide, we were a very happy, a very big, and a very close family. Everyone in my family was friends, even with our aunts, our uncles, our grandmothers, and our grandfathers. Together, we were a large and we were a loving family. Everyone in my family, we were all friends. During the genocide, my whole family was killed. Everyone in my family died. Unfortunately, I don't know how most of my family died, but I remember how my father died. He was in a big stadium when the genocide began. The Interahamwe threw grenades into this Tutsi crowd in the stadium, and that is how my father died. By the time he had left our house, before he went to the stadium to die, he had no arms. They had cut off his arms, so he died without even having arms. I was told that my mother was burnt alive, but that's only what I've been told. It is just the story that I've been told. I didn't witness the deaths of my brothers, or my sisters, or the rest of my family, so I don't truly know what happened to them. No one has ever told me how they died. No one has even told me where my family, the rest of my family, is buried. I was with the family of my fiancé for a visit when the genocide started. My fiancé's family, they all died before my eyes. During the genocide, my fiancé and I got separated. His mother, who would have been my mother-in-law, she told me and all of the women we were with, all of the women of my fiancé's family, that so we all went and we hid together. All the women, we hid together in the bush, and it was so cold, and I was so hungry. While we were in the bush and it was freezing cold, I was with my fiancé's mom and the other women. We were hiding and it was raining. I tried to warm my body up by rubbing my arms, but once I just felt a bit of warmth, I fell asleep. During that time, while I was sleeping, the Interahamwe found us and attacked us. They attacked us and everyone who tried to escape was killed, but they were all raped first. They killed them and made a pile of their bodies. I was awoken by their cries of pain. They were asking for help, but I couldn't help. No one could help. After they raped the women and after they killed them, they made a pile, and that's where they put my fiancé's mother. When the Interahamwe left, I snuck out of the bush to see if anyone was alive. No one was. After the genocide, I found my fiancé and we married, but it was very difficult because we did not have any family. None of my family members survived. We felt all alone in the world. At least for him, 2 of his relatives survived. But for me, none of my family survived. But we came together and we started a new family. Now we have children. We have 4 children, and we are trying to start a new family. So I live on. We live on, although my family died. You can live without every member of your family, but it feels terrible to have once had a very big family, and then to be alone. I feel uprooted, and I wonder if I can make it back to how it used to be. But there's nothing I can do to take it back. That is why I do what I do. This is why I help other survivors who have not yet overcome their own trauma. My job. I know it helps me mentally and socially. It brings me back. I know that my family suffered a lot before they died. Every time I help someone who is suffering, I feel like I am doing the right thing, like I'm doing the right thing for my family. I feel like I am healing the wounds of my family and of other survivors who suffered and died during the genocide. I feel like my work heals their wounds. Sometimes I think about quitting my job. Although it pays me a very nice salary, it is sometimes very difficult to work when you have kids. And I have 4 kids, so I often think about quitting. My job, it is a very, very difficult job. When I'm at my job, I know I am doing the right thing. I know that although it is hard, and although I want to quit sometimes and spend more time with my children, I feel it is my responsibility to do the right thing, to continue this work, even though it is difficult. There was one time that I had a very, very strange dream. In this dream, I was in a church. It was a very, very large church. The church was full of skulls, and all of the skulls were screaming and yelling, and all of them were screaming and yelling at the same time. The screams, they were too much for me. I covered my ears to block out the noise, but the screams were so loud that I could still hear them. I began to ask, "Why are you crying? Why do you keep crying? What is wrong? Why do you cry? Why do you make these noises?" I asked again and again, "Why are you crying? Tell me, what is wrong?" And finally, the skulls, they responded. They said, "Why are you leaving us? Why are you leaving us? We need you. Why are you leaving us?" I said, "You are dead, and I am alive. I don't even know you." They said, "You don't have to know us. You know we left our children. We left our husbands. We left our wives. We left people behind with AIDS. We left behind homeless people. We left behind uneducated children. We left behind many people who need your help." The answers, they were just so many. After this dream, I realized that even if I can't help everyone, at least through my work, I can do some good and I can help some people. I knew I needed to keep my job, to keep helping people, doing whatever I can with the capabilities I have. I decided to keep my job. The dream gave me hope that maybe, even if I can only help one person, on the other side, I may have helped thousands of people. So I will keep my job and I will continue what I'm doing. I have to do something. Survivors helping survivors is something truly very special.
Il arrive que nous formons des survivants pour aider les autres.